Hello everybody, Jet here, and welcome to a new playthrough, guys. Now, as it is the 4th of July, I was talking about playing a bit of Empire, guys, so I thought I'd play a bit of The Road to Independence and play the American War of Independence, guys. We're jumping straight to episode 3 here, as the first 2 episodes are about the British setting up the 13 colonies. So we're jumping into episode 3 straight away here, guys, and jumping straight in to the Battle of Bunker Hill, isn't it, outside Boston? As you can tell, guys, I'm definitely not American. I'm definitely one of the tea drinking imperialists being kicked out in this. So if I do get some of the historic references wrong, that's probably why, guys, because we're not taught it as much as I assume the Americans are who watch. Obviously, I know I have a lot of people who aren't American who watch as well. I've got people from all over the world, quite scarily, who watch. So, you know, but they may well know the history of the War of Independence a bit better than me. Anyway, intro film.
Against the French, but it was we, the American people, who bore the cost. Our treatment at the hands of the British fueled fires of discontent that spread quickly through the colonies. In Boston, a group of men dressed as Indians boarded British ships and threw a cargo of tea into the harbor. Across America, talk of rebellion became commonplace, and despite several attempts to negotiate, our demands fell on deaf ears. It was this constant refusal to accept a new order in the colonies that would be the spark which lit the fuse of revolution. And so, I find myself here, watching with pride as my fellow Americans tear down the tyranny of the British. We fight for freedom, a driving force stronger than the word of any general. We will need this strength in the battles to come. The British will not easily relinquish their control over our home. The fight will be hard, but the rewards are boundless.
Okay, and we are straight into the battle here.
The war for independence has begun, and the fate of the city of Boston lies in the balance. Your men are entrenched on Bunker Hill, with the British preparing to mount a determined assault. You must hold the hill and drive off the British at all costs. Your artillery are key to the outcome of the battle, and will likely come under severe pressure from the British Army. Use them wisely.
Okay, first things first, we are going to bring
Expect the British to mount a full frontal assault for the hill.
you over here, you up here. To start with, you guys can move up here. Ooh.
Use the terrain and buildings to your advantage, and Boston will surely be ours.
That's a mortar, so he doesn't need direct line of sight. You guys can move down here and engage them. You guys can come up here as well. We're going to here. They're going to push up here, guys, I'm fairly sure. So we're going to set up a little bit of an ambush here for them, actually. Okay, you guys can limber. I'm going to re-limber. I'm going to move you over to here to help protect this flank. You guys are going to head over here to support here. These guys are going to come over here. And, oh, damn. And support here. We're going to set up there. We're going to use canister shot here as they come up, which will batter them. And basically, as they come in, they're going to be hit from both sides quite heavily. You guys are going to pull back a bit here, and we're going to do the same sort of thing here. We're going to set up a line of canister shot there. Let's get you guys over here to watch for that. Cav, you could double time it. I think I've got to remember that. Oh. Why am I not unlimbering you guys? I need you guys unlimbered. You're going to head over here to help support here. We're being broken here. We need these guys in fast. You guys can fall back into this house. Oh wow, we've been driven off there. Okay, that's not so good. Right, let's relimber and bring these guys over here. You guys are going to push this way to support us on this flank where they're pushing through hard. You can charge straight into their flank. You guys can try and move up there. Oh, we're getting flanked here quite badly. And they do still have units behind them. Why are you down there? Okay, you're going to head back up this way to support. Keep hitting into here. Let's engage them. Let's charge them with that unit. We've got more troops there, so hopefully that'll help. Oh god, that's not good. Beginning to break them. We're being engaged down here heavily. We're heavily engaged everywhere. You guys can break out and come over here. Get engaged there as melee as well. Hammer into them. I don't want to be losing my cav unless I have to. You guys can reform. Let's start shooting them. Let's watch our rear. You guys can turn and face them quickly, please. And you can start hitting their artillery. You guys can unlimber there. You'll make short work of them. Let's melee them. Charge them in melee. Right. Ah, their cav is not doing good things to us at the moment. Oh wow, they caught us from behind. Let's hit them. As soon as we get a few canister shots through them, that should make a big difference. Right, where do I want you shooting? You can try and hit them, they're right on the edge. You guys can charge forwards against them. We're not doing badly here. I'm driving them off. Let's pull you guys back up onto the hill for now. Double time it here to form a line. You guys can be relimbered, as can you guys. Pull ourselves back up here. Let's start hitting their artillery. Why are you not reforming? Oh, you're still limbered. You guys can charge them. You can also come back up here. They're gonna get beaten. think the English are breaking everywhere now. Even their artillery, which hasn't been engaged, is breaking. Victory! Whew. That was not too bad. It was a little hairy in places, but... Oh, did we not... Did I accidentally continue the battle? There you go. So, some of my units did reasonably... Yeah, some of my Minutemen did very nicely. Against the British line infantry there.
While the war rages on, the members of the Continental Congress gather to sign our Declaration of Independence, the founding document of our great nation. A nation where the principles of freedom and equality are upheld by just and honorable men. This war will not be an easy one. Lives will be lost, and families torn apart. But this is the price of independence. As I march, I think of my men and the sacrifice some are about to make. We are outnumbered and undersupplied. And yet we march. We march for our beliefs, for our families, for our freedom.
Following your glorious victory at Bunker Hill, the British have evacuated Boston. The city is now under your control. Your army in Boston now contains troops that are battle-hardened and buoyed by their success. However, the rest of the British army outnumbers us on both land and at sea, and is well supplied and disciplined. If the people of America are to be free, its fledgling army must find a way to overcome these odds. Perhaps Britain's oldest adversary, France, can be persuaded to balance the odds.
Okay, so we do have a little teeny navy here, which is going to hide because it's a little teeny navy. The French navy is bigger. Do I actually have access to the whole map here? No, not from the looks of it.
What one nation thinks of another is characterized by diplomatic relations. Very friendly, indifferent, unfriendly.
No. Okay, I don't care about that. So we are already trading with France. Can we get trading with Spain?
This option is used to broker trade agreements. Once agreed, a trade route
There you
is
go.
between your nation and its partners.
Now,
enabling goods to
let's be
traded at
honest,
mutual advantage.
Britain is going to raid our trade routes massively. And their navy is going to be much stronger than mine. Right, we've got Washington here. Let's merge him in.
Planning your construction
Right.
needs is essential to a successful empire. Buildings of education further the research and acquisition of new technology. Industrial buildings facilitate trade. Do not concentrate the construction.
Right, I'm going to get barracks straight away so we can get better infantry, because at the moment Minutemen are good, but they are militia.
Simply. This panel shows you the information about a given general working for your nation. His name, position on the map, personality traits, and attributes related.
Okay, so anyway, our victory conditions, we need to hold Virginia, Carolina, Georgia, Maine, Maryland, the Confederation of New England, New York, and Pennsylvania. Basically, we need to capture all down here to start with as our victory campaign. Prestige. Britain beats us. We are very, very overwhelmed here currently. Now, one of the first things I'm going to go is I'm going to go for Edmouth here. Let's march straight on that army before it has a time to build up. Right, so this is a small professional British army versus us guys, so obviously we've got mostly militia troops here compared to them, which are the Minutemen we've got here, as well as, you know, so we're mostly militia rather than a formal force like them.
During the deployment phase, you can secretly
We have a cannon, we have a mortar.
The battle commences. The enemy general will deploy his men within the opposite area. When you're ready to fight, click on the cross swords icon in the center.
So yeah, what I really want to do is force them into me. That hill would be a lovely position. I'm not going to try not to give them that. We have quite a lot of cavalry here. Oh, grouping does not work the same way in this as it does in Warhammer, does it? Oh, and we have some dragoons. Interesting. You know, I'm going to try and take this hill. Well, something else you can do in this is you can hide. You can set yourselves up on walls. If I was defending, that would be good. It gives you a lot more defense. So we're going to try and take this hill and get my artillery set up on it. And such, my dragoons are going to push forwards. Oh, why did I select everything? As such, my dragoons are going to push out.
Pressing the space bar on your keyboard after orders have been issued displays the positions your units will move to as a shadow on the battlefield. Use this as a reference when deploying.
Right, dragoons are going to get up there quickly. My cannons both going to move up here. Everything is going to be double timed, which can. Obviously, my cannons can't. I want to get this ridgeline, and then I can rain fire down on them with my cannons for a while. And ideally force them into me. This is 2 units of redcoats here, which are very, very good. Provincial cavalry, general's bodyguard, and obviously a 12-pound cannon. We have an 18-pounder and a 12-pound howitzer. So that's actually quite good. We've got a good flank position there. Now what we can do with our dragoons is we can dismount them to set them up as an infantry unit. And actually, we're going to move my dragoons up here. No, my dragoons are going to go over here to start with. What we're going to do is we're going to set our cav up here.
The number of casualties they suffer. To shelter a selected infantry unit, right-click on the wall.
Then we're going to move our infantry forwards. We're actually going to do that now. So my infantry are going to sit at the bottom of the hill. And this is tactical, guys, because this will mean that the cannons can shoot over me. Whoa.
Clicking on the melee button in the bottom right of the screen will lock.
Let's send some support over to them.
Regimental discipline in the heat of battle is dependent on their morale, a measure of pride and self-belief in their abilities. This is boosted by training, experience, and the presence of an...
So yeah, we get better due to various things. Come on, cannons. Maybe trying to march my cannons up that hill was a bad idea. Let's get these guys over in these woods, so we've got cavalry on either side. So they are completely flanked. To be fair, I can win this quite easily without the artillery at this point. So. We're going to continue marching forwards. Let's double time everybody again. Yeah, I could probably win this with my cav on its own. My dragoons are going to get right behind. Let's move in. You guys are nearly in position. I'm going to send a unit of cav up just to support them. We're going to dismount here. I'm going to shred them. The English are moving forwards. Let's unlimber these guys.
It is important to preserve the devastating impact a cavalry unit can have. When going into combat with cavalry, always charge the last few
Slam into them.
double right-clicking on the target. Beware of charging across too great a distance, though. It's a tiring business.
Left-click on the boxes that slide down the left of the screen to view.
Yeah, I know. We killed the general. Ceasefire on my cannons.
The run button.
And let's just put everybody on melee and take that unit, guys.
Between running or walking.
I think I need
It's
to,
useful for going somewhere in a hurry, but doing it too much will tire the men out.
Game settings. He's set to none. Why does he keep telling me stuff? You guys can just limber. Easy victory there. Heroic victory. We did massively outnumber them. I mean, if I'd not fought that myself, we'd have taken far more losses, but... And we're going to move straight on to Falmouth here.
Sir, sound the call to battle.
Chisant. Demand surrender. Surrender accepted. Why does it still get damaged if I straight out onto wall?
Within a region will increase its trade.
Now, to repair my armies here, to get them back, I need to actually replenish them. You can recruit, so I can recruit here, but the troops would probably come from here. Now, this is where it gets fun, because I am going to be being raided heavily early on.
The construction of a farm will increase the growth of the population in a region. As population grows, more towns.
That's a
will
trading port.
enabling construction of
I want a
regional
shipyard. Let's get some farms back here. I'm not going to build out here
infrastructure.
too
As the
early.
population level increases, villages will grow into towns, enabling the construction of
So as the population grows, you get more buildings, guys. Now, because basically, we probably want to push this way early, but obviously there's some big settlements I need to deal with. But it's gonna be a tricky thing. This Paul Revere here as an agent. I forget they can go into enemy towns, can't they? I'm trying to remember how ages work, and you can send them to duel people as well. But we can also send them into towns where they'll find out what's going on. They'll just spy on this town, and I believe, do they get us some extra research?
This level is used to research new technologies that will enable your nation to gain advantage over its rivals. To begin, simply select the item you wish to research.
Oh yeah, and you can research multiple things. I've not played this in a while, as you probably guessed, so there's not much.
This panel gives information about how a technology's effects.
So that'll give us more income. More income, more research. Let's get the 2 research ones to start with. Let's see what these do. Well, I don't want to lower happiness at the moment. Reduce the chance of food shortages. That'll do. We do want roads, because roads help your armies move faster. Now here the English come. And this is the problem. I'm going to be dealing with them bouncing, hitting me from all sorts of angles. Well, we did have a spy. I forgot about that spy. This really is the problem. It's fending off the British early in this game, because they are powerful compared to me, guys. So they are going to be able to hit me quite hard, quite early. And it's surviving the first few months here, which is always the first few turns, which is always the tricky bit. But if I can survive and I can push them back, we can win. We have pirates down there in the Caribbean, which I do love about this. Okay, so we've got our farm going, which will have upped our income a bit.
The rake is no gentleman, despite appearances in some cases, but in fact a roguish ne'er-do-well used as a spy and saboteur. You may also use him to dispose of rival agents by assassination. This panel shows you the information about... Use this panel to select the action you wish your agent to click.
Let's go and infiltrate them, see what that does for us. So we just know what they're doing. We're going to pull down here.
The construction of libraries, schools, colleges and universities enables the research of new technologies, and the construction of industrial centers will steer your empire from subsistence to wealth and affluence for many. However, industrialization comes at a price.
Well, that's good.
The lower.
That does up our things. We're okay on cash at the moment. Gotta remember, I need to keep an eye on what's going on, because it doesn't give me everything here as easily as the old games did. It's up you.
Buildings that have been damaged due to sabotage
Need repairing, we know. I don't know why it's still giving me all that. So the British are building up throwing another army together there. Oh, that's... I'm going to need to go and batter that back. There we go. The British are sitting on my port, which was to be expected. I was not expecting them to not do that, guys. Oh, they forced me out of the... They have a 72. Ouch. Well, we're going to have to fight this. We're not going to win this, but we can certainly try and make the English pay for this. Naval-wise, I was never going to win. So what they did there, guys, was... Oh, the wind is horrible as well. What they did there, guys, was they forced us to have to... forced my navy out of the port by moving their infantry into it. We're starting up this side because of the direction of the wind, guys, which means even if I'm cutting across... I will get slightly better wind to cut across the English with. Double time as we close. That 72 is... That 72 third rate is going to be deadly, guys. Yeah, the rest is not so bad. The brigs and things, that 72... You know, they've got a brig, a couple of sloops. They're not huge threats. They can still overwhelm us, but that 72 is going to be dangerous. Now, I could just avoid it, but that really won't work. Right, what we're doing is we're doing very Wellington, not Wellington, very there. Anyway, Nelson style here. I'm an ex-Royal Naval officer, and I said Wellington instead of don't tell anybody. Of getting up to them. They're turning onto us. Now, if I was brave, I'd just charge into them. We're going to try and turn and get a shot off on him, and then we'll push back in. So you can manually broadside here, guys, by controlling that, by like this, and then you can choose when to fire them, which works very well when it works. When it doesn't work, it's not good. And you can fire early, it's just everything isn't loaded. Oh, that turn is not good, what I wanted. However, we're in a good position here to hit him. I didn't seem to actually shoot much there. You can also change your type of fire. So if I wanted to try and board their ships, I'd just start using lots of canister. No, I don't want to board. That's gonna hurt when that starts getting shots off us. Now what we want to do is I'm trying to keep focused on this guy as much as I can, so I can try and take one of them out at a time. Now we can make them less effective like this by using canister. We do make them much less effective. That said, we don't do as much damage to them. How many crew do they have left? They've got 23. You know what, if I can board them... Come on! Let's turn and get some shots off on this sloop. He's surrendering. He's about to surrender, actually. That's really good. It's good. Let's not bother with that. Let's hit him again. Come on, rake him, smash him. Come on, get those guns loaded. Ooh, we don't have any wind here. Let's turn through, get ourselves around and through. We've not faced that 74 yet. Ah, we missed. Has he actually surrendered? We're about to take hits from that 74. And that's gonna hurt. That's got 74 guns to my Pipsy 48. Yeah, he's surrendered, so I don't need to worry about him. Right. Let's get that 74. Let's get everybody onto that 74. Come on! That's nice. That's not. Ouch! Come on, turn! She has the wind at the moment, that's the big... Oh, we've lost my other ship. And we are in trouble now. Let's be honest, we were in trouble before, but we're in more trouble now. Oh, she only has 34 crew left. Come on. Now we want to try and keep my left away from them because my left is damaged. See, they're going for my sails at the moment, which is a really smart tactic. Oh wow, they actually sunk my other ship. It's not good for them, it means they don't get it. Come on, we're nice and close to this broadside as well. Ooh, you saw that then. Oh wow, we've surrendered. Well, we were never gonna win that. But we could have done better than that. That's it. Good pirates. Play with the British. Oh, we've gained an agent. They've raided Provence. They've raided us, and they're blockading our port. And our fleet is gone. It's an auto. Might not have been sensible. I'm still rolling the positive income here. See what happens next turn. I need to push against them. We're going to try and push them out of my territory next. I probably need to build up a little garrison there. So we're gonna build up a secondary force here, guys. Start building up a secondary force while we push back. I need to start raiding their territory because at the moment they're just battering my territory, which isn't good.
Rioting has broken out in this region as the lower orders have become too unhappy. You must either appease the rioters by lowering taxes, or send in the troops to put them down. Whatever you do, act quickly before the riot becomes a rebellion.
See, now we can get some line infantry, which will make a big difference. I'm just worried they're going to hit here while I'm not there.
We are mighty and unbowed. Forward. March.
Start getting that wall underway. See, you can change ministers as well, by the way, guys. And they all have different things, so they're all, you can look over them and see they're all good at different things. That said, all of these guys, oh, he's good. +1 happiness middle classes, +1 management, honest, plus extra management. That's good though, he gets that extra recruitment. He's rubbish, so he can replace him. Oh, they're the opposition, sorry. So we did get somebody a bit better there. I thought I could select them and put them up in, obviously not. Our trade is obviously woeful at the moment.
Anything more? March!
You guys can stay there to reinforce the local garrison.
Orders.
You guys can push over here.
For crown and country!
Not sure why he's saying for crown and country, but never mind. I could do with being able to push up against him, but I don't think I'm going to get the chance to soon. I'm being just massively outproduced here by the British. That's the problem. I need to push and take a couple of extra settlements.
Rebellions grow in strength over time, the more they're left unchecked. Always act quickly in these instances, otherwise the uprising may capture a region.
We are triumphant! Onward!
To be fair, I'm not massively worried about here falling to a rebellion. We've got the walls now as well, which will help a lot.
Sir, sir. Forward!
And we're getting ourselves line infantry, which is going to buff up this army massively. Right, let's get these guys a general as well, which will just give them a bit more. You don't want too many generals. If you have too many generals, they begin to get weaker. Anyway, guys, we are going to end this one here with the first few bits and pieces of this war going on. Have they got? No, they are the same. Going on. We're going to try and get this, and we're going to try and push them out of our territory. Take Albany next is our next target, guys. Then clear out up here, and then we'll have to work out where to push. Obviously, Philadelphia needs to fall relatively quickly. Once I've taken Philadelphia, we're actually in a much stronger position. Obviously, we've got Quebec and everything up here, but that's not so important for us to take. We just need to hold them up here, potentially. And we're going to push down the coastline to capture all of the other colonies. As always, guys, thank you very much for watching. I do hope you're enjoying this. Please feel free to pop a comment in the comments section, or jump over to my Discord and say hi, guys. Now, this will be a little bit irregular for the time being. This will replace my Skeggy campaign once I fall over there, or whatever campaign I finish next. And once we've done this, we'll probably do something in Napoleon Total War or one of the other Total Wars, guys. Please feel free to jump onto my Discord and give a suggestion. As always, thank you very much for watching, guys, and I do hope you have enjoyed this.